So I wasn't gonna make this video originally, and I was just gonna wait for the data download to drop, but I was tagged in this thread with Grok about top 10 mutuals. And Luke told me, please, I'm starving, drop a video, please, And I was like, okay, why not? I have this kind of idea that I was sitting on, considering whether or not to talk about it. But I think, decent time to talk about it right now with the ongoing global Dokkan campaign. And it's this tweet I saw from Platy the other day, pretty much yesterday actually. Dokkan's Hall of Shame. And he listed a few characters that, he himself thinks is the biggest mistakes Dokkan's made, the biggest shameful units Dokkan's made. Physical Raditz 5th. Physical Raditz is very high up there. I mean, I could see an argument for him not being number 1, because obviously at the end of the day it is a Raditz Dokkan Festa released for April Fools, but this guy was absurdly bad. Absurdly bad. He introduced a new mid-leader skill. Pure Saiyans is good. What a character. Yeah, I mean, it's something like you guys had to be there to experience. If you weren't around at this time, it's hard to explain. This guy was just bad. He's just he got this, and then the HP restriction, and that's it. The final blow buff. What was the idea behind this? Supreme damage. I forgot he did Supreme. Oh my god, this guy was terrible. So there's physical ultimate Gohan right here, right? Very obvious, don't have to talk about him. Blue Falcon Goku, very modern character, don't have to talk about him. He's bad, he's mid. We'll talk about this guy in a second. And then Omega was very bad. GT Boss's passive locked is just... There's many ways they can go around this guy, and they did the worst. They should have done something like what Rose is right now, where it's extreme class rotation or super bosses. This guy should have been GT bosses or extreme class, but they said, I hate you, Omega Shenron. You will never be usable. You suck. Your event was more prominent in the Dokkan community than the actual release of the card, which says a lot. Now, Blue Evolution Vegeta. I see Platy talk about this guy a lot. And, again, Platy, I love you, bro. But this guy is not nearly as shameful or bad or awful, terrible as you're saying. You want to put him as 1, but beastless? You're saying this guy's 2 here? Over Blue Cow Can? And the point Platy's making is because... physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is another thing. I actually really don't see how people think that Blue Evolution Vegeta and physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan are some of the most shameful units Dokkan has released. So what I decided to do is I decided to go ahead and go through Dokkan's history, went through the timeline of events of JP releases, and brought up every single character that I very much think was a more shameful release than Blue Evolution Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Because, again, I really don't understand. Again, they're not top 5 level releases, but again, they're the top 10, 15 is super, how do I explain it? It's filled with really, really good characters, right? These 2 characters are still quite good. I mean, I've seen people use this guy in the new event. He's not completely unrunnable or anything like that in this fight. No, this is not how it is. Could he be better in this fight? Yeah, he could. But is he bad in this fight? For the most part, no. Blue Evolution Vegeta, I personally wouldn't really run him in this new fight, but he's very clearly a longer fight character. He wants to build up the extra damage reduction. He wants to get this guaranteed crit here. A bunch of different things, right? Stack up the attack on his 18 key super, and I think the biggest mistake with this guy would be he has no active to kind of benefit from that attack stacking, but other than that, he still is more than runnable in difficult content. So like again, I think the over hate for these guys are super exaggerated. And I said to myself, I could think of a few characters who should be here over number 3, which is Blue Evolution Vegeta. Again, I really I don't know. I maybe people like I don't know how much Planet has used this guy after anniversary, but he's fine. Like I really don't see again because this is talking about him being some of the biggest disappointments in Dokkan release. I'm not saying it's like, oh, he's not, like I would say for Blue Evolution release like a 7 to 8 out of 10, kind of like closer to like on the good level, but not average, right? But he's not great. But this is like kind of calling him like a 3 out of 10. I don't see it. So again, Raditz here is very clearly a lot worse on release than Blue Evolution Vegeta. I think, again, he was brought up as number 5. I don't see any argument for Blue Evolution being a worse release than Raditz. Raditz couldn't tank normals. Raditz released in the AoE Broly meta. This guy did not. That's another thing. Again, I did have Raditz brought up here. Next, we have Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Are you gonna look me in the eyes and tell me this guy, who we have at least had cards of this guy before? Again, 10th anniversary lore, sure, but we've had this guy represented in the game multiple times, right? We've had the AGL one, we've had the Int one, and then of course we've also got this guy, right? Plenty of different times where this guy was actually given a card in the game. But then we take a look at Super Saiyan 3 Tech Broly. This is him. Both his EZA and first initial release were garbage. When this guy first came out, it was kind of like, oh, he sucks. He could get to 0. This guy could get to 0 defense. He got to chat. Like you'll see screenshots. This guy gets to 0% defense. This was fixed on his EZA because he was not able to get to 0% defense. It would be like 6% of this 120%. It wouldn't be like a multiplicative 100% like that. That was fixed, right? Medium chance to launch an additional super attack. Why did they give him that? Like again, we take a look here at some of the other characters around this guy's release, like Super Saiyan 3 Tech Broly. When did he get his EZA? Because like it's not even just his initial release, but his EZA was garbage, terrible, awful, mid, trash, useless, never runnable. You will never use this guy. You will never look at this guy. I guess I would have to go through updated date because that's kind of how we would find this guy. But like he came out and it was like, oh, maybe you could actually get away with using him. Like he at least doesn't go to the bar was so low. We were saying at least he doesn't get to 0% defense anymore. That's how low the bar was set for this guy, that he didn't hit 0% defense, right? And he was the first 120% lead to get an Extreme Z Awakening. So again, we have to go a little farther back here, because he was like, okay, these EZAs for the 120% leaders, we start off with Broly. He could do some nice damage, he looks legit. Then they came out with Super 17 with 70% damage reduction. Supported. Crit chance. Hit like a truck. Then we go ahead over to Kid Buu. Another character who hit like a massive truck. Supported Ki. Healed you. Then we look over to Super Gogeta. Guess what? He is super effective. Had dodge built in. Crit chance built in. Defense raise. Debuff. Awesome. Super Saiyan 4. The Super Saiyan 4s kind of came out as well around this time frame. I think. Wait, here, yeah. Like, essentially, we saw everyone else release, and then Tech Broly was just a sad, pathetic being who had no love, no utility, useless. And the worst part, this guy's the only one. He's the only one. He is the only One. Can I not paste his name? Okay, we had two. We had the free-to-play one. Does this matter? No. Like, I actually can't believe they released him and like this. They're like, yep. The only ever Super Saiyan 3 Broly we're gonna get is dog shit. Terrible. That's what they said. And you're gonna look me in the eye and say this guy was a better release for the, because the Super Saiyan 3 Broly into Goku Black. We're gonna move on from this guy because like I don't even want to talk about it anymore. We're gonna move on from this guy. Int Goku Black. Another character. On release. Garbage. Easy A. Garbage. Useless. Trash. What were they thinking with his release, firstly? Because he needed to be above 80% HP from the 6th turn to transform. It's not even necessarily the 6th turn, but the 80% HP is crazy. 80% or more is wild to ask for back then. He needed to receive how many attacks? It's 8 to just get crit. And he built up attack over the course of what, 6 turns? You didn't even see his full attack passive if you transformed with him. Like, this is so bad. No defense. His defense stacks are like 50k at best. 20, probably like 20k, because he had like probably like 50k defense. He stacked like 25k defense per super. No additionals, no nothing. Okay. His EZA is like, oh, he has defense. Still the slow mid, terrible build up, no multiplicative stats. Super class enemy restriction when all the hardest fights were extreme class. Still had to receive 4 attacks for some reason, with no defensive mechanics outside of stacking. Attack debuff. The transform. He had a multiplicative attack, not defense. No defensive mechanics outside stacking. They viewed stacking as powerful as guard or damage reduction back when this guy EZA'd even. Very clearly was a disappointment. He trended on Twitter. Goku Black trended on Twitter because of how terrible this guy was. People were talking about they wanted him to be buffed. Toei Animation was like, look who's trending. Posted an image of Goku Black. They did not know, bro. They did not know. This guy is a bigger disappointment, I would argue. Especially because his initial release as the first transforming Goku Black card. The only transforming Goku Black card, actually, if you really go that far. This is also the last base form Goku Black we received. That's a new character. Like, actually, no, I'm not liar. This AGL one came out. Dude, yeah, Goku Black was done so dirty. Like, physical Goku Black was like, okay. He was buffed and global for a reason, right? AGL Rosé, good. Tech Goku Black and Zamasu, good. Astero Rosé was good. Could have been a little better, but I think he was quite good. He was a very good jack of all trades. Mid. Really strong, awesome clones. Let's take a look at EZAs. Mid, super EZA. Aged out in like 2 weeks. EZA, mediocre. Super EZA, fantastic. Thank you. Just released a day ago. EZA, really good. EZA could have been better. Not really the greatest, honestly. EZA, garbage, terrible mid. EZA made him really nice. Mid, yeah, you guys see the point. The Goku Black was mega disrespected. But this guy is just like, I mean, it's Goku Black too. I mean, it's a November Dokkan Fest, but like, you know, this guy was unrunnable. Like, unrunnable. This guy is the only God Vegeta we have in the game. This probably is not a character that people are like kind of expecting seeing. This may be a negative, more of a negative video, but this is the only God Vegeta. This is the only one. Guess what? You guys see the trend? Bad on release. High chance to guard. We all love high chance to guard. High chance to stun. Bro, who is bro stunning? Greatly stacking attack with no active skill back when that didn't really matter. No multiplicative stats or anything. Easy A. Oh, still the high chance to guard. And he had to receive an attack for stats. And then you look at this guy, then God Goku. As a comparison. Not even just like any God Goku, the tech God Goku that came out with this guy. Yeah, he got 77% reduction. And then he got a massive addition to this with Pure Saiyans. Orb changing. He didn't need multiplicative stats. I mean, I guess to be fair, this guy did get multiplicative stats here. On his EZA, of course. High chance to guard. This is also the time where we didn't know if guard activated or not. It could have helped him out. But guess what? It didn't matter that much? No. We had S tier Ultimate Gohan. If I'm not mistaken, I swear we had S tier Ultimate Gohan. His EZ already came out this time. Again, if I'm remembering correctly. Did it come out this time? I'm pretty sure S tier Ultimate Gohan already got his EZA during this moment. Again, Global's a little weird as well. But he had this ability. And again, they were released in roughly the same year, their EZA. I'm pretty sure this guy came out first in JP. I'm not 100% sure, but they came around the same time, right? Because, no, yeah, this guy was Anniversary. And this guy came out with, dang, what did this guy release with? I'm trying to remember at the top of my head. You know, I might have to, I'm gonna take a detour here. I'm gonna make sure I find this out. Is there another Hybrid Saiyan around? Where is that future Gohan card that just got an ETA? I think it's right here. No, where's future Gohan? Okay, well, trying to find a Hybrid Saiyan. I have to be blind as hell. Has there been like no Hybrid Saiyan releases at all? There he is. Stupid Minato. Let's see here. Hybrid Saiyan right here. Yeah, Hybrid Saiyan. Oh my goodness. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Go Tanks. Okay, well, we got these two. Hybrid Saiyan has been dead for a while. Goodness. Oh, yes, because Golden Week. So, yeah. Technically, God of Vegeta came out first. But, like, that was the same year. Like, why didn't he have, like, that ability? I don't know. This guy, he's the only God of Vegeta. This is terrible. Like, this is just, like, one of... Because this guy was this is a brand new Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Mid on release. EZA for the 7th anniversary. Mid. Terrible. One of the worst. This is a secret Dokkan Hall of Shame. God Vegeta? It's Vegeta, right? But Blue Evolution Vegeta has been respected at the very bare minimum. This guy was still good. This guy. Easy Dokkan Hall of Shame. No one talks about this guy. So sad. So sad. So sad. So sad. So sad. Yeah, bro, got cute. Tech hit. I don't think it's as big of a deal. I just wanted to bring this up because global players know this as the tech shit celebration. And then later JP just got a better version of the celebration. Also, Tech hit had no defense. Super Battle Road Stunner, but this guy could get creamed so easily. And like, he was a Universe Survival Saga leader. Cool. He introduced the category to global. Pretty cool. That's it. Like, he wasn't perfect. Like, he could do some nice attack stats if you juice him up. Sometimes. EZA was a lot better though, so I'm not gonna be like, like, this guy's not as big of a disappointment as many of the other characters on the list. I just brought him up because people hated him. Another character I personally hate a lot is this guy. I think he was really bad on release, but there were a lot of people who liked this guy, so I'm not going to consider him a Dokkan Hall of Shame because a lot of people did receive this guy very well. A lot of people did like his EZA. I also didn't like his EZA personally, but again, these are more so like universally hated characters, right? In terms of like, if we're considering a character a Dokkan Hall of Shame, I feel like they got to be kind of universally hated. This guy did not receive nearly the amount of hate as Tech Blue Falcon Goku, honestly. Maybe it's because it's a different time now, I guess, but like, this guy did not receive as much hate, maybe. I don't know. But poor Blue Falcon Gokus. Do I have to say anything about this guy? If you have physical Ultimate Gohan on this list, this guy's like the precursor. you know, not as bad. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, sorry, Gohan's a bigger disappointment than Omega. Blue Evolution. Blue Kaioken, maybe not. Because like Blue Kaioken, this is like this is kind of like the God Vegeta thing, where we've had one other Blue Kaioken Goku on release, and that was like 9 years ago. And this guy came out, sucks. Omega has a lot of good cards in the past. Like Gohan from the Cell Saga, has he, like, outside of Anniversary? I do like him. I do like the Anniversary card. A lot of people don't. Like, we take a look here. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, besides the Int LR original release, has he really been respected outside of this Anniversary? Like, I think he got his respect, but that AGL one, like, if we take a look here at the timeline, man, we had the Int 1 release, and then we didn't get another one all the way until the AGL one, and you could not use him. The first Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in good animations. Didn't see him. Didn't see him. They weren't there. Nope. It's almost like he didn't exist. This guy didn't exist. Like, you could at least, you're able to use Omega. You're able to use Blue Evolution. Or you could use Blue Kaioken. This guy did not exist. He's by far on the list over this guy. For sure. Like, come on. 3 more. Kaioken Goku. Another character that I feel like maybe people wouldn't really think of at the top of their mind. Name the good Kaioken Gokus in the game that we've had. Let's take a look here. All right. None! All were very either underwhelming or bad. Like just Kaioken Goku. This guy. Okay. This guy. Let me not discount him. He is the sole exception. But this is a 2015 character, guys. Like, this is a 2015. This is the last time Kaioken Goku had aura in this game. Is that not crazy? That's the last time Kaioken Goku has had aura in this game, is the AGL one. This guy comes out. It looked good on release, and then he aged out in like 2 seconds. And it's, again, a thing of everyone sucked. So this guy was like, this guy sucked a little less. EZA came out. And this is like the one Anniversary character no one talks about. Like, we take a look at the Anniversary. This is like the one character that no one talks about. Like, it just sat. Like, of like the LRs, I should say, because like I don't really see people talk about Beerus or Hercule, right? Or Team King Piccolo like that. But like, if you take a look at like the LR EZAs, people talk way more about like Namek Goku, where is the, oh yeah, because I don't have as updated earlier release date, updated date. Like people will talk about Namek Goku. I still see Full Power Frieza, maybe not as much. Great Vegeta I see talk about. Like, I feel like a lot of the Anniversary was left kind of with people talking about some of these characters. Not as much anymore, right? But this guy is just so sad. So sad. STR key spheres are needed for damage reduction. What were they thinking? What was the thought process? And then it's like 7 turns for this. Why is it turn restricted like that? Oh, like, oh. Because like I like this super attack effect, you know, even though with the 4% HP restriction, it's like nice. Like this is fine. No built-in additionals. I do like he had the guaranteed crit, really good. Even 70% crit chance here. He had some STR keys for changing. It's just for some reason, like this guy didn't get like the Tech Cell treatment or the Int Buhan treatment, where Int Buhan, Tech to Rainbow, and Type to Int. Tech Cell, AGL to Tech, and Type to Rainbow. these characters have double orb changing. If he had that, and then his reduction was like, again, it didn't even have to be. Like, I see, like, they wanted to go with the 4%, obviously. But even with that, like, that would make this guy way better, because it would be a lot easier to chain a lot of these STR keys together. Especially because this is a random type. Like, if it was, like, if he made specifically AGL to Rainbow, and then random type STR and AGL excluded to STR, that would still be really, really good, because it is still okay. You are limiting the options from 4 options to 3, and you're linking all these keyspheres together. Like, it wouldn't feel nearly as bad even with that. And he has this Vegeta like restriction, like you see in one fight maybe, which is not even really a difficult fight. So yeah. And this is Saiyan Saga. This is Kalkin Goku from the Saiyan Saga. Like, version Z Goku was better well received than this guy with his ZZA. So yeah, we talked about this guy. I just brought up these guys, not really like kind of. This is a character that goes under the radar, but I do want to bring up. After performing 3 more super attacks and receiving 7 more attacks in battle, receives a morale boost. I was like, oh, they're gonna transform. They suck. They're like mediocre. They're mediocre. They're like, whoa. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, we Saiyans have no limits, I think. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to explain. Like, I'm sorry, you guys know. Like, everyone knows. Like, this I saved it for last. Like, there's no explanation needed. So, anyways, Platty, I'm sorry. This guy, like, I don't. Hall of Fame, bro. Like, Hall of Shame. I mean, come on. You know better. Like, let's take a look at some of the replies here. Far worse releases. Again, I brought up Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Physical Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I don't know if you mean the Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s. Yeah, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s. Very sad. 1718 Triku. Resurrection F Duo. I don't really like Resurrection F Duo, yeah. But I feel like, yeah, Legendary Super Saiyan Physical Broly was in a very interesting spot. But we had the STR one that was at least good, but still, yeah. Super Trunks, no limits this year, Super 17. Again, a lot of these characters are more recent. Yeah, again, he's not bad. So, I don't know. Anyways, no hate to Platty, obviously. Love Platty. No hate to anyone, really. It's at the end of this content. So if you go to Platty and send him hate, I will, like, I don't know, throw water in your face. That's like burning hot water. Like, ah! Okay, anyways, I appreciate y'all for watching it. If you did watch till the end, and I'll catch you guys next time. So.